All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We hit our goal of 8,000 subs. Thank you guys very much. We're going to be giving away a jersey on our live show here soon. But, guys, we're looking at 9K subs now. We're getting to Thanksgiving time. We're getting to Christmas time. We would love to hit 10Ks by December 22nd, 23rd, somewhere around there, so we can give someone $1,000 for the Christmas gifts. That'd be a huge lift off someone's shoulders. So please get us a 10K. We love what we're doing. Thank you guys for the support. 12K subs after the 10K. We're going to send someone to a game. Probably not the Super Bowl. Don't get any ideas, guys. But we're gonna do our best to send you guys to two people to a couple games of your choice. That's probably not the Super Bowl. But guys, thank you again for all the support. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NBA picks and props for Thursday, November 2nd slate of games. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, at the moment I am 0 for 0. We are recording before my game has tipped off, but I gave out the over 225.5 in the Bulls versus Mavericks game. I really love the over there. I think that both these offenses are going to show up and turn up in this game.
Seth?
Yeah, and I took the Atlanta Hawks team total over 122.5 points scored against the Wizards. They currently have 27, so the Wizards are either playing defense or the Hawks offense just hasn't woken up, but I still feel confident that they can wake up.
Yeah, and then I gave out the over 231.5 between the Pacers and the Boston Celtics. Halliburton got ruled out from the game at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, so they don't have him tonight. The Celtics are currently up 44-27 in the first quarter, so we've already got 71 points in the first quarter, but hopefully it's not too much of a blowout because I'm a little bit nervous that they're only going to score like 20 points in the fourth quarter and screw that game. But we're going to move on to our picks for tomorrow. We all have the game. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking about this Orlando Magic at Utah Jazz game. This game's going to be pretty interesting to watch. Both teams, they're still trying to prove that they can be taken seriously this season. The Magic, they started off this season 2-0, and they were against probably the worst teams in the NBA in the Trailblazers and Rockets, but they have lost back-to-back games in Los Angeles against the Lakers and the Clippers, and now they have to travel to Utah to play this Jazz team. And the Jazz, they have stumbled out of the gates with a 1-3 record, but they possibly have played the toughest schedule in the NBA this season with games against the Kings, the Clippers, the Suns, and the Nuggets. All four of those teams should make the playoffs this season. The only win they got out of those four games was against the Clippers, and I really love the home team here. Give me the Utah Jazz in this game. It was a pick 'em earlier, and we're getting a point here, so I love that. Heck, I'll just take the Jazz on the money line in this game at -105. I love that. And the Jazz, they just have a lot better roster, in my opinion, and their home crowd is crazy, and they are led by Lauri Markkanen in this game, and I'll talk about him a little bit later in the player prop, but just to tease it a little bit, I'll just say he really loves playing against the Magic in his career. But the real reason why I love Utah in this game, it is because it is tough to win in Utah, guys. The Magic have not done that in a really long time. They are 0-7 in their last 7 games in Utah. They have not won there since 2016. That is no bueno. And the Magic, they have lost those 7 games by an average score of 112-97, so losing by an average of 15 points. I love that this game's essentially a pick 'em. So give me the Jazz here. They're the better team, in my opinion. I'm taking them here on the money line.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and I am going to go to the Pistons and Pelicans game. This game will be a back-to-back for both the Pels and Pistons in this game. And not only that, this is a road-home back-to-back, so they will have some travel involved. I'm going to go with the under here in this one, guys. This could make for some heavy legs and slow starts for both of these teams. On top of that, to this point in the season, neither of these teams are scoring all that high on a nightly basis. Both of these teams currently rake in the bottom 15 in points per game, with the Pistons averaging 110.8 and the Pelicans 103. This equates to 213.8 combined points per game. That won't get you to the over in this game. Detroit is 2-1 on the under on the road, and the Pels are 1-1 on the under at home. But I'm going to bank heavy on the under here, especially with both of these teams coming off of back-to-backs and both having travel involved. So I'm going to just look for some sluggish offense in this game.
Yeah, I like to play there too. For my play today, I'm going to look at the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Phoenix Suns again. In the last game between these two teams, the Spurs made a great comeback, outscoring the Suns by 14 points in the fourth quarter and taking that game outright on some soft play by Kevin Durant. We were on the San Antonio Spurs +6 in the last game. I'm going to go right back to them +7 in this game. I know it's easy to talk yourself into the Phoenix Suns because they probably won't let the Spurs win this game after being embarrassed on their home floor in the last game they played. However, Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, they're still out in this game, and the Phoenix Suns got 20-plus point games for both Grayson Allen and Eric Gordon in the loss. Those guys might be able to duplicate those performances, but that's probably the best those two can do. No disrespect to them. if Kevin Durant doesn't go for 40+ in this game, the Spurs should cover the spread. The Suns probably had the best production out of their role players they could possibly get against the Spurs in the first game, and they still lost. So I'm going to go right back to the Spurs, even though I do think it's a good bounce-back spot for the Suns to win this game. At home, I just don't think they're going to cover. So give me the Spurs. They're a frisky team. They have a lot of scores, and they have one of the best coaches in NBA history. Give me the Spurs +7 as my play. Guys, let's go to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I'm 0 for 0 at the moment, but I gave out one of my favorite plays. I got to get a win back on the board. I've gave out 2 losers in a row, but it was Tyus Jones over 18.5 PAs versus the Hawks. By the time you guys are watching this, you know if it hit, but in my heart of hearts, I think it's going to. It's just a sure bet.
Seth?
Yeah, and I also took PAs from that game, and I took DeJounte Murray over 25.5 PAs. He's currently at 7 in the second quarter. He's taking his rest right now, but he'll get back in there, and he's been playing good to start the game.
Yeah, and I had Tyrese Halliburton ruled out an hour 5 minutes before game time. Tough break there. I did put him in on PrizePicks at 31.5 PA, so I am going to get that money back for them. Hopefully my other 2 guys can win, but I did say Bruce Brown over 15+. He came out at 13.5, so I guess I'll make my play Bruce Brown over 13.5 points. But yeah, kind of disappointed that Tyrese Halliburton did not play. But let's take a look at our plays for today. Trey, I'll have you start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the guy that I teased earlier. Give me Lauri Markkanen to go over 33.5 PRs versus the Orlando Magic. I really love this over for Markkanen in this game. He's been a dog so far this season for the Jazz. We are recording before his game yesterday has ended, like I mentioned earlier. But coming into that game, he is averaging 25 points on 9.8 rebounds per game, which is 34.9 PRs right at this number. But I think he's going to be turning it up in this home game because he loves playing against the Orlando Magic. Because over his last 3 games versus the Magic, Markkanen, he's averaging 28 points and 7 rebounds per game. That's an average of 35 PRs per game, which is slightly over this number. And Markkanen, he is a significantly better player nowadays than what he was even 2 seasons ago. So I expect him to turn it up against this young Magic team. And it does not worry me at all that this is a second game of a back-to-back for Markkanen, because last season, Markkanen, he stayed red hot during the second game of back-to-backs. Because over his last 10 games of the back-to-backs last season, he averaged 23.7 points and 8 rebounds per game, which is 31.7 PRs, which is slightly below this number. But I do expect Markkanen to show up and turn it up in this game against the young Magic's team at home. So give me Lauri Markkanen to go over 33.5 PRs versus the Magic.
I love it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and I'm going to take Joel Embiid's over PRAs here. He's giving you the Degeneration X chop there in that picture, and he's also going to be making an appearance at WrestleMania, so good for him. But after a slow start to his standards in the first game, Joel Embiid has had back-to-back impressive performances. One of the biggest surprises, though, to me with Embiid this season has been his ability to see the court and distribute the ball to others for easy baskets. He likely took a hard look at the Joker and said, he's also a 7-footer and making it look easy, so maybe I should try it. Well, whatever he did this offseason to work on it, it has paid off because Joel Embiid is averaging 7 assists per game. I don't need to even talk about what he can do in the scoring and rebound department because this has been a player that has been in the MVP discussion the last couple of seasons. The main thing I wanted to look at here was how his production has went up on the assist column. That is why I love his PRAs here in this game. In his last meeting against Toronto, who he'll be playing again, he went for 51 PRAs. In his last game, he went for 57 PRAs. He dominated Toronto on Saturday, and I look for the same results here this time around as well. Nothing out for him yet. I would guess his PRAs is probably going to be in the high 40s, low 50 range. So I think that's probably where we're going to be at.
Yeah, I like to play there too, Seth. For my player prop today, I'm going to take Grayson Allen to go over his total points against the Spurs. I know that I said what I said about Grayson Allen and Eric Gordon in the first game between these 2 teams. I said that they probably hit their ceiling in the last game, but I do think Grayson Allen's still going to get his total points in this game. He's barely been hovering above double digits in the first 2 games and was hovering around 13 as projected total point in the last game. If we look at the first game when everybody was playing, Grayson Allen didn't have any points. But whenever Devin Booker was ruled out, he scored 17-plus points in both the games he didn't play in. The same goes with Eric Gordon. So if you do want to take Eric Gordon to go over his total points, more power to you. I gave him out last time, so I'm going to switch it up and take Allen. Allen did play very efficiently in the first game against the Spurs. He only shot 9 times. He scored 19 points, going 5 for 7 from 3. So, again, if you do want to take his threes as well, I think that's a great play. I'm just concerned at his consistency shooting from deep. I think it's a safer play to take the points. So I will take the third best scoring option for the team with all the All-Stars out and give me Grayson Allen to go over his points. I'm assuming it's going to be around the 12 to 13 mark again. So Grayson Allen over his total points as my play. Guys, take a look at the graphic. Seth, starts off.
Yeah, I'm taking the under total points and the Pistons Pelicans. Both offenses have struggled to consistently put up points. And then I do have Joel Embiid's over PRAs, which will probably be in the low 50s or high 40s.
Trey?
And I gave out the Jazz on the money line versus the Magic. And as we were recording, the Jazz, they were +1. And then as I was talking, they switched to -1.5. This goes to show you got to jump on those lines, but I still love the Jazz on the money line.
Yeah, fast-moving line there for you, Trey. I have the Spurs +7 going up against the Suns again, and then I've got Grayson Allen over his points, hoping to get it at 12.5 or 13.5. But let's take a look at the teams. We do have full rosters, so we are going to start the game. We will start with Trey.
Yeah, I got 2 coins today. Frosty, come on. You were the one who got us going for the NFL player props that we're going to be getting going here soon, and you didn't come to the NBA. I put you on my team. The Miracle Robinson's the miracle. You didn't show up. I had a lot of faith in you. But the people that did, shout out you. I have a full confidence we're going to sweep the board today. Chris, he gave out Sengun over 26.5 PRs. And then first week game, he gave out 2. So I took the one he gave out first with Curry over 4.5 rebounds. And then DWD, the guy who's going on my team back-to-back championships, he went with the first half prop. So shout out him for being a little risky with Luka Magic over 25.5 PRAs. I love my team, but Ty's shown he needs to turn it up.
Yeah, let's go over to my team. I do have 3 new players. We got them in the transfer portal. So if you do see your name, you are on my team. Make sure you drop a player prop tomorrow when you see this video. But we have a full roster. No coin flips for me. Halliburton is not gonna play tonight. He's injured. I did say Bruce Brown over 13.5 as a backup play, so I am gonna take Bruce Brown over 13.5, even though he didn't get a good start. But I'm a man of my word. I'm still gonna put it down as a winner or loss. But I like everybody on the board so far. We have Cat Lee Russ, who I gave out Ben Simmons over PRA on the member side, riding me with that one, so I appreciate that. But, yeah, my team's looking pretty good. We're all here. It's looking good. Seth?
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. I had 2 not show up. They both wanted to be on the team. They asked to be on the team, and then they didn't give a play. I'm not sure what happened there, but the ones that did make a play, Dennis R. Burns, what a pick. Scotty Barnes lit it up in the first quarter. I tell you what, he was all over the place, so that one is looking good early. I love the Tavorsky Green. I love the Cat over 7.5 rebounds. Everybody overlooks his rebounding just because Rudy Gobert is on that team, but he's been cashing on the rebounds. And then I did have Mally GG, who I brought back this week. He took Killian Hayes under 4.5 assists. The last time I looked, he was only at like 1 assist. So, and that's at halftime. So that one's looking good as well.
All right, we got some coin flips. Trey, you have 2. Seth, you have 2, correct?
Yes, sadly.
Yes.
All right,
Unfortunately, that is true.
Seth, I think we'll go 1-1, 1-1. I think that's fair.
I like it.
Seth, you start.
Heads.
Oh no! Wow. Okay, there's a winner. All right, I'm gonna go heads.
Have you lost a coin flip, Seth?
Yeah.
You have? Okay, I was just making sure. All right, so you're 1-0. Trey's 0-1. Trey, you want to go again, or you want Seth to go?
Give me. I need some time to regroup. So
okay, Seth. Smart. Seth.
Kells.
Oh, he's waiting to see how it flips. That's what I gotta do. Tails. Let's go. I'm a legend. I'm a legend.
It's all right.
I just went 2-0.
We'll give you the free wins. 2-0 for Seth to start, 1-1 for Trey. Guys, that's going to do it for NBA Plays and Props for Thursday, November 2nd slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe down below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month. A little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,